This one has been really stubborn, but I've gotten it to go down and be less red. I'm assuming if you guys clicked this, you guys have seen the new red velvet. Why is this so dark? I feel like I've gotten darker in the past like 2 days or something. But anyways, I'm assuming you guys have seen the new red velvet video for Psycho. I'm trying to do Seulgi's makeup. I know everyone really loves Irene's makeup in it, and I do too. I gotta rep the monolid community. So I'm gonna do Seulgi's makeup. Her little like teardrop makeup thing looks really pretty. I feel like that was a really popular trend this year or something because of Euphoria. Sorry, I just want to like flatten this down because hers is like really flat against her face. It's actually really hard to do. I have so much hairspray. So I brought really limited number of palettes with me, but I did bring this one. This one is in Divine Skies eyeshadow palette from M Cosmetics, and looks like this. And her like eyeshadow is kind of pinkish, but it's very light, so I'm gonna be light-handed with it. So I'm using this lighter pink color right here. I thought that this video would be very fitting for the end of the year because I did want to just talk about sorry if you can hear a bunch of pots and pans. My mom is making bibimbap. But I wanted to talk about, crap, my eyebrows. I wanted to talk about, how I have been very I've been very uncomfortable with myself and like what I want to do. Like I think I filmed like 3 videos on this topic already and I never posted them because I feel like I didn't really articulate very well what I was trying to say, and also just like sometimes it feels really vain to do get ready with me's like makeup looks while I'm like talking about my feelings. But I thought this one was really fitting because they were like teardrops, so it's like a sad topic. I don't mean to end the year on a sad note, but I do want to be honest about how I've been feeling. To be honest, I feel like I didn't end 2019 on the best note. Like I'm really excited, or I guess I am because I'm like going to Paris and stuff. This is the ColourPop brow pencil, by the way. I'm going to Paris, which is really exciting, and I'm very grateful on everything, and so that part is very, very like, it's a great way to end the year. But I think just like my overall feeling has been, I'm gonna use this shimmery pink color on my eye next, but I feel like my overall feeling has been kind of not as great just because I don't know, I feel like I've been dealing with a lot of sense of being a failure. Oh, that's really pretty. I feel like that looks really, really close to her thing. I didn't bring a lot of glitter stuff. Sorry, I'm going back and forth on what I want to talk about, but I didn't bring a lot of glitter stuff, but I did bring this. This is the Diamond, this is a really weird name, but this is the Diamond Shart by the Kimchi Chic Beauty. And it is called My Stage, and I kind of did like a test run, and I think it will look okay. I'm really scared. What if I mess up? Okay, it's okay. Wait, I feel like I need to put a bit of concealer here before I put that on. But I was saying that I've been feeling like a failure a lot this year, just because, well, one, I had this whole video planned out where I was going to just document myself like embarking on new things. I didn't know what I was gonna call it yet, but basically I'm starting to bake, which is really fun. Like I baked my first banana bread from scratch. I'm just trying to like do things that I actually want to do because I've been so unhappy lately, and I was just like, I'm gonna just keep trying new things and see what I really love doing, and maybe I can figure out what I truly like, my other avenues of passion are, because I love YouTube and stuff, but because it's like my source of income, it's very, very stressful, and I do want to, this kind of rolls into the next thing, I do want to like find some other work for money, and so I've been applying to a lot of jobs lately, and I got rejected from every single one. Except for one. Well, I still got rejected, but I got an interview. Like I got rejected right off the bat from the other ones, but for this interview, the one I got an interview for, they gave me an interview, so I was really grateful. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to talk while I do this. I'm hesitating so much. You guys are probably like, get on with it already. guys haven't tried this diamond shard stuff, if you're looking for like a shimmery eyeshadow, especially for like, you know how people do inner corner eyeshadows? This one, oh my gosh, it's so good. It does not move throughout the day. Because the problem with other shimmers is that it just kind of dies after a while, but this one does not. What do you guys think? I feel like we're having a very limited amount of makeup and only this. I did a pretty good job. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of my eyes now that I got the hard part out of the way. I was very inspired to make this video because of this tweet. It was like, it had a picture of Seulgi in this makeup look, and it said, "This is how bad bitches cry." And I was like, that is how bad bitches cry. Anyways, so I've been dealing with a lot of failure and rejection. I got that interview from that job place, and oh my gosh, I'm like a little bit annoyed because so I did the interview with them, and they asked me a lot of questions like, oh, what would you do for like this, and what would you do for us, like basically like how I could change their work so that it could be better. I just like don't want to be too specific. So anyways, I did the interview, and then a lot of it, like a lot of my ideas, I noticed that they started implementing them over the past week, and I was just like, after my interview, and I was like, in my heart, I was kind of like, I feel like they just interviewed me because they wanted like ideas, like a consultant, and then they didn't hire me in the end. They're really nice, but it just kind of hurt my feelings, I guess. Like I felt a little bit used. Anyway, so I was really upset about that job. And then I didn't get it, but I was like, I just felt like I wanted to talk about it because not everyone gets like every job that they apply for, and failure is a part of life. I'm realizing this now after time has passed. I'm like, I feel less sad about it now, so I can talk about it. I'm gonna do mascara. I have this PMEL thing for the lash base, then this Ilia. This is like my new favorite mascara. So anyways, I dealt with that, and then I also dealt with another like form of rejection, I guess. So I've been like trying to move. Before anyone asks, it's not because like I don't like living with Jimmy or anything. I love living with Jimmy, but he's kind of in this stage in his life where he's very much like, he has a lot of stuff that he has to do for himself. Like business school is very you know, making new friendships and relationships and stuff like that, and I can only kind of take part in that part of his life so much. And I also feel like but I also feel like I'm just not doing much in Berkeley. It kind of feels like I'm just waiting around for him again, kind of how I felt when I moved to San Francisco. Like I felt like I wasn't doing very much, and I was just kind of following his life, and I don't really want to do that again. And I also, this sounds really like a weird thing to say, but I feel like if I wasn't with him during this time, like he could get more out of business school in the sense of time, because I feel like he always wants to make sure that I'm included in everything, and like and that, you know, and basically like I just don't feel left out of the community. But I feel like bad because this is a time for him, and you know, this is like a big like stage in his life, basically is what I'm trying to say. And I just feel like it must be stressful for him to always have to think like, oh, I want to make sure Hana feels included. Oh, I need to go home and make sure Hana's like not lonely at home, kind of, you know, like that. And I contour my nose a bit with this. This is Fenty in the Sun. But yeah, so that was like part of the reason I wanted to go. And then a big part is like, I've never lived without him before, and so I kind of want to experience that once before we settle down. Oh god, I think I got makeup in my eye again. Ow. So anyways, I was looking for a new place to live, and I found this like perfect place, and but it was really far away, so I couldn't go see it. So I asked my friend to go see it. I like texted the person and I FaceTimed them, and I was like, I felt like I expressed a large interest in the place. I was very excited about it. I felt like it was the most perfect place, and at the time I was like, I kind of felt like, oh, if I get this internship it would be great, because then I could just move into this place I really love. It's really close to the office and like blah blah. And anyways, I was very excited about it. And then like the day before, so I talked to her on a Friday, and then I told my friend, and my friend was like, I can go see it Sunday, because I was like, please go see it as soon as you can, I don't want to lose this place. He's like, yeah, sure, I'll go Sunday. And she's like, yeah, for sure, let me book you guys for Sunday. So she did. And then she texted me at Saturday 2 a.m. and was like, hey, or basically Sunday, I guess, she was like, hey, somebody just put a deposit on the place, so you can't see it anymore. I was like, I just wish she gave me a heads up. Like if she had, I would have just like paid the deposit right there. But anyways, life happens and it didn't work out. I was really, really sad about that. And then like the next day I found out I didn't get the job. It was just very overwhelming. It looks like she doesn't really have that much blush on. So I feel very naked without it though. I'm gonna put a little bit on. I have this from M Cosmetics. It is in Heaven's Glow Magic Hour. I don't want to go over or smear the eyeshadow. And since she looks so ethereal, I'm gonna put some highlighter on my nose and here. Anyway, so that's like kind of a list of all the big rejections or like failures that I felt, and it just, for like this whole year, that kind of stuff has been happening, and it just makes me feel so, it's made me feel very insecure and way less confident in like my abilities, I guess. I just feel like I don't really know what to do now. I don't know what I want to do, what's the right thing to do, because it feels like the universe is closing all these doors on me. And so it's just been like a very, very stressful time. But then I wanted to make this video because the first times I made this video, I was just like ranting and complaining, and I was like very angry, and I was like, I don't know what I want to do. And then I watched it and I was like, I don't want to put that up. But now that I didn't really post for a week, which feels like a long time for me because I was like taking a break. But I was like thinking, people go through things like this all the time. Like, you're not going to get everything that you want even if you work hard. That's just not how life works. And so I kind of just decided and told myself that, you know, this is not a time to just give up what you want to do, and I've never really been that kind of person, so I'm not going to. And I feel like it's just maybe just timing. Like, I'm just gonna wait for the right timing too, like when it feels right, and not force things, and just keep going after opportunities, because it's better to just have the opportunities than not. And I don't know, that's just kind of how I feel. Like, I do feel really low and down from all the just feeling like I can't do anything, but I don't want to like just stop, because it's kind of like when I started my YouTube channel. I was talking to my mom yesterday. She's like, I really felt like she basically was like, I had no faith in you. She's like, honestly, I thought you were gonna fail, and then I was just waiting for you to fail so you would go back to school and get a real job. And then she was like, but I'm honestly like so proud of you that you kept doing what you wanted to do, and you just keep, you know, living your life like that. And I was like, this was a big step for my mom, because like my whole life it was basically like, be a doctor, be a doctor. It's like, she just was like, both my parents like really wanted me to do something like that. And like, and when she said that, it kind of like clicked with me. Like, I feel very, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm very proud of myself for not giving up. Like, looking back, it was a very unsure time, and I'm so proud of myself. And it's kind of like the same thing now. Like, I'm going through a lot of like turmoil and feeling like I'm failing at everything, but I will look back, I think, and I will pat myself on the back for like keep going, you know. I just figured I kind of talk about my thought process, because I feel like a lot of people are going through something like this, you know. Also, I'm using this. This is Magic Hour. I think it's the Infinite Lip Cloud from M Cosmetics. This is the only like light pinkish lipstick I have. This is a little darker than hers, but it's okay. So I think I tackled everything. This is a pretty easy look, to be honest. I'm going to put a little highlighter on the top of my lip. There we go. Anyways, this is the finished look. I feel like I did a pretty good job. But anyways, I hope you guys like this look, and I hope that if you're kind of struggling with 2019 and like the end of it, just know that a lot of people are going through it. I'm going through it, and I know my stuff might sound smaller than yours, and sorry if it sounds like I'm comparing my struggles or whatever. I know people have it like much worse than me, but I figured like other people might be going through the same thing, and it's always nice to know that you're not like by yourself, and that this is kind of just a life process. That's how I feel when you guys tell me that you're going through the same thing. I'm like, oh, I guess this is just a part of life. But yeah, try to end the last bit of 2019 on a good note. I'm gonna be in Paris by now, I think, and I'll keep you guys updated on our vlog channel. But anyways, I love you guys. You are all bad bitches. That was such like a baby way of saying that word, bad bitches. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye. Oh, and stream Psycho.